Hello there. Hey. What's up? Well, our date got cancelled and I was just thinking maybe I should have dinner alone. It's a sacrifice I have to make to be a part of a great family. I don't believe in sacrifices, especially if it benefits only one party. Sacrifices are made to create a better life for yourself, not to create a better life for trash in human form. If you are making sacrifices in a relationship, then you are with the wrong man and you deserve better. It's like having a drug-addicted friend who keeps knocking on your door for money, but instead is manipulating you to help pay for stuff the kid needs. No man would ever look at you if you had children besides for a booty call. But there are plenty of families who look happy, and the man she dated was a single father. And she's living the best life with him. Can you see shit covered under snow? No, unless you step into it. Same with single fathers. You won't know what kind of shitty partners they are until you get to know them behind closed doors. Why you give these men a chance is probably because you feel like you can't get any better. If you had self-worth, then you would have known that keeping garbage in your life just because you can't find a diamond is ridiculous, and you are doing yourself a great disservice. Single fathers are not garbage. But they see single mothers as garbage. Not all of them. You see, some single fathers came from toxic relationships, or the girlfriend is an irresponsible woman. And you gladly take the risk to get a complete psycho baby mama after your ass? It's not always as negative as you think it is. When you enter a relationship with a man with kids, you need to accept his kids too, treat them as your own. Will you take responsibility for a leased car? And pay for it, keep it clean, pay for the gasoline and road tax. But you are not allowed to drive in it? No. Why not? Because it's absurd to pay for something you can't enjoy and experience the chance to be independent from the public transport. Exactly. That's the same with a man with kids. You won't hear a peep from him when you do the dirty work of child rearing, but he won't accept your desire to change things. Unruly children who don't respect you will never go away. It's like you are invited to a meeting to serve everyone drinks and clean the place up, but you aren't allowed to have a single say in anything. If his kids makes you miserable, or the shortage of time on his hands makes you feel forgotten, then you will be told to just accept it. And what if you want to start a family? His desires to have a child will be a lot less than yours. Chances are high that he will treat his kids like a higher priority than yours, because the baby mama will always be pulling some strings to spite you. It's not always like that. Some single fathers have no contact with the mother. Don't believe a word of it. Single fathers will always be in contact with the mother, no matter how much it didn't work out. Single fathers will always hook up with her or discuss things about you with her because she wants to know everything about you. And it's not like he's going to respect your privacy. In fact, if he respected you as a woman, he would have left you alone and let you date with one of his child-free buddies. He chose me because I'm selfless, caring, and that's what he loves about me. To him, I'm a special lady and can't imagine a life without me. He's not like the men you describe. That's one of the oldest manipulation tactics. It's not manipulation, he really does mean it. A user will never make you feel like you're just there to fill the gaps for him. He wants you to believe that you are the best thing ever before sucking you dry. Single fathers are with you for their own pleasure and to see if the grass is greener on the other side, but they aren't getting together with you because they just fell in love and view you as a lady who means something special to them. It's like a junk food addict eating healthy food to stay alive, but not because he loves the food, but because it's beneficial for his well-being and needs. That's how single fathers see you, a new piece of meat, juicier than the baby mama's ratchet ass. I don't think that's true. Single fathers choose child-free women because maybe they fear that the father will come after him, or a child-free woman has more time for him since mothers do more work than most fathers. No, they are too proud to raise a kid that didn't come from their own ballsack. They want new meat, and you also cause the least of trouble because you are baggage-free. All single fathers are after is a new and better quality in life. They refuse to be on the sinking ship of being a leftover man and wants to hop on stable land. And who is suitable for that kind of stability? Idiotic women like you. No, I don't believe I'm idiotic. I see children of single fathers as adoption. You are giving them love, and being accepted and taken under your wing is the greatest feeling you can give a child. Adopting children means that you become their parents and have the authority to raise children together with him. You are also allowed to deny the children access to certain things. But that's not what men want. Men want to be in control of the relationship, and he is using his kids to do so. Men look for opportunities to gain an easy access to child-free women, since they are better than the tired mothers who hardly have time to hit the gym. But at times I don't want to be selfish and say that I want a relationship that caters around me for once. If I do mention it, he becomes angry and hurt, because he gets rejected by child-free women a lot and he's doing his best. He's using his manipulation tactic on you. If he truly cares, he would have given you an option to leave the relationship. A man who loves you doesn't throw a tantrum when you feel unhappy with him. He will discuss the chances you want to see and try to make it happen. Men can always be openly selfish and expect a child-free woman as their next wife, but the relationship will always revolve around doing what he wants. Not in the mood for having his kids over? Well, that's too bad, because his kids will invade everything you ever hold sacred. He will never make you feel like a queen. Why deny yourself that chance? Because his brats make you feel guilty? No, it's just that I don't want to do things I don't want others to do to me. If I had kids, I would want a man to take the father role and be there, and he can discipline my children if they act out, as long he doesn't hurt them. Well, that's the problem. Men will never date mothers, but want child-free women to stand in line for them. You can be considerate as much as you want, but it won't change anything. Single father never planned to put you in the center of attention, not even for a day. Every moment can be disrupted by his kids. Privacy will always be absent. We women need to start living for ourselves, not for men or his children. Your boundaries will never be respected by him or his brats. What you want in a relationship comes first in your life, and if he can't provide that because of his kids, then you as a woman with self-worth shouldn't even allow yourself to speak to them. These creatures will never act humane and would gladly destroy you mentally if that's what's needed to keep himself at the top of his game. You are enslaving yourself for someone else's problem. Single fathers are like those pyramid money schemes. You are investing 100%, but you get 0% out of it because he's the one on top of the pyramid receiving all the benefits leached off of you. They promise you all kinds of things like charming, skilled scam artist, but you'll end up in debt every single time. That's their true intention when single fathers approach you. I've always been told that you're entering a ready family without a say or power, but I believe that home is where the heart is, and maybe that's the family I need to stick with. Family doesn't always have to be perfect, and there are so many stories where PPL enter wonderful families. Is your story similar to those people? No, you are miserable and feel overwhelmed by his children. All these men do is take advantage of your flexibility. Dating single fathers might feel like you are stepping on quicksand, and in some cases it is, but there are good fathers out there who aren't after you for their own benefit and love the idea of having a large family. We aren't living in a fantasy Disney world where everyone gladly accepts you to their family without expecting anything but your friendship in return, and if men truly want you to be alright, then they would have put their dating life on hold until their children are no longer a nuisance. But my boyfriend valued me, and we get plenty of time alone compared to other people who date single parents. At times I wish things were better, but I don't discuss it because I don't want to come over as selfish. Everything you want to do that doesn't fit in his idea will be labeled as selfish. Relationships are between adults only, and kids should never come between that, but they do, and that's why relationships with these train wrecks will never last. Having kids being a part of the relationships feels like you will always deal with strangers who are allowed to know everything. Privacy is selfish too, because they should always have an open door to gain access to your life, including the baby mama. It's like always having a while you're lurking when you want to be intimate. His kids can barge into his room all the time. Having a man with kids is like inviting a spy or eavesdropping individuals most of the relationship's duration, with the possibility that they report back to his ex. If you want to share private information, you wouldn't want to discuss it with people around who are friends with your enemy. So I date a man with kids belonging to a woman who secretly spites you for dating her man? Like you wear shitty clothes, or you are boring, have a weird nose, and exaggerate everything about you so that the baby mama gains ammo against you in the future. But the children adore me, they speak highly of me and are always happy to see me, so I doubt that they do such a thing. You are not their mother, so nothing will stop them from speaking about you in the wrong way, especially if their mommy promises them that she won't tell the father or let you find out. When children feel that it's safe to run their mouths no matter how vile, then you will see their true colors, if they truly care about you or not. But these children are a joy to have around at times. In most cases they are well behaved. You are seeing things too black and white. If you think that way and you try to see the fun things about children to compensate for the crippled relationship, then why not be a part-time nanny to them? Make the jerk-off and the mommy tard pay you money for dealing with their kids, while you look for a child-free, submissive, well-behaved man as a suitable boyfriend. That's the smartest move you will ever make, because what you are doing right now is like setting your investments on fire. It will never be good enough. Dating a single father is like having a public church as your house, and PPL can just walk in and out, including him when he wants to screw the baby mama when your back is turned. He said he's done with her and only talks to her about kid-related stuff, so no, he won't see her behind my back. Do you have his dick in your possession? No, you don't. You can never assume a man won't do such a thing. Personally, I don't think it's worth the gamble, because if he catches something from his ex, he will pass all kinds of STD to you. And if you catch something from her, he will accuse you of infecting him. That you cheated, and PPL will turn against you because his homeboys will have his back, including his children, while you have nothing to stand on. That's how many, especially single fathers, are. They accuse you of shit they do themselves. I know so from experience, because when I had my first few dates, he accused me of seeing other men with no evidence, and it left me heartbroken and confused. But a friend forwarded emails from him where he asked her to hook up. I don't believe all men are like that. You probably picked the wrong man. Funny, because I never hear men say that they picked the wrong woman. Anyway, the moral of the story is if you won't change, then neither will he. He will continue to use you as a doormat, and if you stay, you are the fool giving him permission to keep on doing it. Thanks to women like you, single fathers will never hold a mirror in front of himself, because you, another woman, rather give trash a second chance all the time. Women who don't put up with men's bullshit get the best relationships, because men are forced to step up their game every day, but single fathers never have to do that because there are idiots like you. It isn't always like that. Try to be a little considerate towards others besides yourself. Did they chose a breakup between the parents? He just wants to give his children a wonderful life outside the previous relationship. Everyone should have a chance to move on. Yes, when his children are adults and out of the house, then he can try to get another shot at dating. Nobody has to wait that long. They are people who don't only think about themselves and what's inconvenient for them. Children are not inconvenient. They are innocent and deserves a father who's happy with his new woman and a better chance in life. Yes, it's a shame that only his gets better, your will be worse. It's funny how you claim that he wants this and that. His kids want this or that, but did he ever ask you what you want? Did he ever mention what he wants to do for you? Or what he wants to offer you? Like a fun and stable life? No. Single fathers don't keep your future in mind, just his and his kids. Yours don't exist because there is only room for what he wants to gain out of the relationship with you. Ever seen a single father who happened to fall in love with you and wasn't really sure if having a relationship was a good idea because of his small kids might get in the way of things? Are they ever insecure because he fears that he has nothing much to offer because his vows to fatherhood are demanding? Ever met a single father who knows that you deserve better, so that's why he rather not date you and chooses a single mother instead? Me neither. Because men like that don't exist.